Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh, I can barely hear you, girl. I can barely hear you.
Here we go.
Turn it up.
I'm gonna let the mix master
You
take
still
over.
sound far away.
Well, let me say this. There's a carnival. Can you hear me at all?
Barely.
Okay, because I hear you. How about, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? One, two, one, two. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you still sound far away. Can you hear me okay?
I can. I can
You
hear
can
you
hear
just
me?
fine, but there is a madness going on outside.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah, and
the
they
stuff.
just started the program. They just started that whole get down, and it's blaring. So I don't
Oh,
know what else
wow.
to tell you, but we're gonna rock anyway. Welcome to
I heard
Thursday.
another.
It's Get It Together on
Get
Hot
it together.
702.5 FM with Jnine.
And Jezzi.
All right, and that's what it is. So I'm gonna have to take a minute. This is our thing before I get started. I got curls and stuff going on. I'm working my natural hair, y'all. I'm letting the color go
Ain't
out.
nothing wrong with it, girl. We
Nothing
love the
wrong.
natural look.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to take a breather. One, two, three to all the listeners and everybody tuning in right now. Just take a breather. Just take it all in. Deep breath. Let that shit go. So I clearly hear the bass going right now.
Oh, I can hear it too. I hear y'all
Yeah, I know.
background.
It's not okay. Is that what's happening?
I can hear background bass, but I can
But
still
not
hear
me.
you. You're faint.
Okay.
But
All
I can
right. Well.
I heard somebody in there with you. I can hear them well.
I don't know who else you hear that ain't but my voice.
Really? Oh, I heard some in the background. Maybe it's just
We do
me.
have company today, though. We do have
Oh,
company today.
okay.
Yeah. So, I just want to. How you doing?
I'm grand for a Thursday, Friday Eve. Yes, indeed. No complaints.
Excellent.
How
Excellent.
you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I feel good. I feel the energy in here. It's about to
Good.
be live and lit. Um,
Good.
I would normally talk about my restaurant experience, but I am going to talk about it because it was not the greatest for Mother's Day. But we're going to
Okay.
backtrack on that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
um,
Oh, there you go. There you go. That was you? It was all you? You still ain't got
it
it
is
together?
always me.
You
It's
still ain't got it
always me.
together?
Everything else sounded just fine. I'm like, I can hear
Yeah.
myself and
Mm-mm.
mm-mm,
Now I
mm-mm.
can hear you.
Get somebody else to do it. I'm
That
a
would be
hire. I'll tell
you.
you what. I'm gonna hire the
An
boss to
engineer.
just sit here. Yeah,
Oh,
I
the
think that was
boss
part of the
lady?
contract anyway. To tell you the truth, I think she's supposed to get her flowers for doing what she do because I can right now. I'm at the point where I can adjust. I can tell you about a claim and some
Girl,
complicated shit, but
shut
I
up.
cannot work a
Lord have
keyboard.
mercy.
Not.
Lord have mercy. Not today. Not
all
today.
today. But welcome to Get It Together. And I don't want to waste any time because everybody had to climb through traffic to get to where we are. Like, because
I
we
can
really love our listeners. We really
imagine.
love what we do. So we going to, it's all a test of time because I think
Yes, it is.
everybody involved in anything, doing anything, has time restraints. And if you live in Las Vegas, get ready for the time restraints and try to, it's a test to make sure that we follow through and we hustle to get where we need to
Okay.
go. Don't
Yes.
get complacent. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
I
without
feel you
further
on that
ado,
one.
y'all know what it is. We have two on fire young ladies that are
Yes.
blazing the trail, and I
Yes.
couldn't help but just stalk them for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I went through all that shit. And let me tell you, the killer part right now is the
Oh,
algorithm
child.
has changed. Every time I go to my damn anything, these ladies pop up. Oh, like, are you
Okay.
serious right now?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I love it. So I'm not going to do the introduction. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Oh, all right.
And
Oh,
I know how to click a
beautiful.
mouse.
Beautiful girl. Lord have mercy.
Hey,
Get
ladies.
there. Hey, ladies.
Hello, how are you guys?
Hey y'all, how
Yeah.
y'all doing?
You
Okay.
look
I think we
beautiful.
can. I
Beautiful
think.
ladies.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So let the listeners know who you are and where you are. And if you haven't taken a moment right now, go to Hot 702.5 FM on Facebook and share. Tell everybody to
Yes.
share.
Tune in
And
and
if you want to go
share
live,
and
go
like,
ahead and go
share, like,
live
and
because
share.
this is your moment. So tell us who you are.
Well, my name is Dizzy Liv. I'm a local artist here in Las Vegas. Up and coming. You guys can find me on all social media and music platforms at Dizzy Liv. And yeah, as y'all can see, if y'all can see my shirt, I just dropped a project called The Notepad. So that's out right now on
That's
streaming
nice.
platforms.
Nice. Very
That's
nice.
nice.
Very nice.
Hey y'all,
Welcome, Miss
it's your
Lee.
girl
Dizzy Lee.
Lisi. I'm an R&B singer out here in Las Vegas. You can follow me on all social platforms at Lee Music. That's LeeCee Music.
Yes.
Yep. And anything, shout it out. We could be in the middle of something. Just go ahead and tell them where to
Follow
go.
me on social media.
Get it right
So
now.
I'm gonna let Jezzi kick this off. Um, I'm. Let me just say I'm in awe because we've gone from two different generations in terms of
Yes.
musical interviews,
Right.
and now we're here with
Right.
two graceful young ladies. So it feels like we're just kind of covering the gamut. But I'm gonna let her take
Right.
off.
Right. You ladies are doing your thing. And I'm loving the music. And y'all streaming on
Thank you.
all the little platforms. I was like, if I can find you and they listing your stuff on Instagram and I can find you on like all those platforms, y'all are hot. Y'all out here hot in these streets. Blowing up slowly but surely, but y'all gonna be household names before we know it.
And we get to
Any
say
Yes,
we
day.
had
ma'am.
you
Period.
in
Yes.
studio with us.
Yes,
Okay,
Right.
so it is
that
an
I
honor for us to have
know.
you here.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for
Yes,
having us too.
indeed.
Yes, I'm happy to
Absolutely.
be here.
So,
Go ahead.
I want give
You
me a little background. Stizzy, since you went off, you started off first. Give me a little background of what brought you here. How'd you get into this? What made you step into the music scene?
Well, so I've been making music since I was young. I used to sing actually, and then and like when I was like a little girl. But then when I got to high school, I decided to try out rap, and I realized I was better
Okay.
at that.
nice.
And I
Okay.
just took it off from there. Just started releasing music. I dropped my first song in 2020, and then from there, I just was like, "Oh wow!" Decided to take it serious. I had my first like real performance at the gas station studios. They had like an open mic, and the crowd just loved me. And then from that moment on, I'm like, "Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. Like this is for me. Like the love,
Mm.
it was just nice." And then yeah, from there, I just decided to take off with that. I've been getting great what do you call it? Feedback and
Yeah,
love
the
and
Yes.
everything.
responses.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
response is just
Yeah.
it's dope, man. I love it.
Because if they feel what we felt, I mean, I
Right.
got to watch you in person. So, and I
Right.
was like, the crowd, if they didn't know the word at that point, at the end, they knew it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got to
Mm.
watch her perform. And so if their energy is what I felt and what even just researching and doing a little background I did, I stalked y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I just kept punching. And it's crazy because, like you said, Jezzy, how when you started looking them up and they had all those different platforms, I was like, well, goddamn, it don't
Yeah, I
end.
know.
Y'all
I
streaming
know.
everywhere. And if you tap on one thing, you tap on
Everywhere.
5 things. If you tap on 5 things,
Yes.
you need to subscribe. And if you need to subscribe, you might need to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I
Right?
absolutely loved it. I'm like, damn, I have a
Right?
hard time choosing a fucking logo. And y'all got a whole Man. Go
I
Yes.
ahead.
want to
So
hear
you're
from
up.
Lacey. Yes.
Oh, yes. So, music for me has been a part of my life, all my life as well. I've feel like I had so many different genres around me. You know, I grew up with my grandma, so she was like always playing like Luther Vandross and Al Green and Smokey
Okay.
Robinson, and my mom and like my stepdad. They kind of introduced me to like Usher, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and things like that. And I fell in love with singing at 8, like in the church. And then from there, my mom, she would have me sing for people. And then from there, I would start performing at like all the holidays for my family with my cousins. Like, and then I would say I started taking it serious at 18. That's when I started working on my first album. I probably released my first record in 2018. I believe it was Love Up on You. But yeah, I just always loved music because I'm a very like reserved person. So music was always a way for me to break the ice. And like when as soon as I would sing, people would just be like, "Oh my God!" It's like they gravitated towards me more. So it just made me feel like I connected with people, and it was a way for me to express myself. So this, here I
I
am.
love it. So let's get
I love
into
to hear
your
that.
music. Let's take a minute to see your videos and
Nice.
introduce the listeners. If they don't know, you will know.
You will
So we're
know.
gonna play. I don't know who's gonna come up first. Hey, Miss Irene, Mom has joined the building.
Hey, Miss Mom. Hey, Mama. Tay and Tawana.
So, but in the meantime, because I don't want to waste any time, this is your moment on our show. I think at any point, if the video comes up, we're gonna rock with that, and then. But in the meantime, there was another something that you were going to ask of the ladies.
I know that I heard Lacey list off some really fire names, and so I guess those were some of your influences. When those were some of your influences, did that kind of gear you towards the type of music you wanted to sing? Because you said you sang in the church too, because you could have easily went into
Yeah.
gospel, but you decided R&B was your lane.
Yeah, I feel like I guess I gravitated more towards that. Like I love Al Green and like oldies and things like that. Cause my aunt she sings when she cooks and she has like the most old
I
school
heard
like
that.
soulful voice ever.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Okay.
But
mess.
like when in my teenage years when I like started playing like Brandy or Monica, even before my teenage years, really, like that's when I was like, oh, this is the type of music that really speaks to me,
Okay.
and I just have always loved R&B. Like,
Nice.
Whitney Houston, I would say, is like one of my biggest influences. I love Beyonce, especially when it comes to performing and being fierce and expressing and like just being a woman. Like I just love Beyonce and I have a lot of influences, honestly. I think that they
Okay.
all like play a part of
Mm-hmm.
how my music comes
Mm-hmm.
out. Like, yeah.
That's what
Makes
makes
sense.
it sultry, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
makes it from the soul is because I believe all and the present people who have influenced us all kind of infiltrate. But I think we're ready for the song. We can play either one. No, we got What's the Word, and I think we have Exhausted. Did that go through? But we're going to keep it moving. We
Well,
cannot
Dizzy, I
not
need to know who your
have
influences are.
silence.
When if
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
it did. It went through several times. Well, I tell you. Go ahead.
wait a minute, what's
so
going on?
you know
I'm
with
You're
that
sorry.
good.
question, um, I know this may sound crazy, but I really don't have any musical influence. Like when I was young, I was just singing and playing the drums. Like my dad bought me a drum set and stuff like that. So I just started when I was young, like making my own music. I didn't necessarily have somebody that I was just like, oh, like I want to do this or I want to do that. Because as you can see now, I don't even really. I've s- I sang on a song here or two, but I mainly rap. And then once I
Right.
was doing music for so long that I was just doing it from the heart, and God
Okay.
gave me the gift. So
I
really, like,
told you.
yeah.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
right.
Absolutely.
Here we
So
go.
I know you have a lot that you're out in the community because that's how we ran into each other.
Mhm.
And we pretty much have a substance of, it looks like we are ready to go. So we're going to pause for a moment. And we're going
Right.
to give Lisi her flowers right now.
Are you kidding me?
Stop. Stop.
Oh, you want me to stop?
About to take
Always
care of it.
something with you, I swear.
About to take care of it. But your arguing isn't helping.
Well, had you have taken care of it before we left the house, we wouldn't be stuck here now.
We just gotta wait. There's gonna be a car that comes by.
Oh,
And we'll
yeah?
get some gas from there.
Wait? For who? Look where we are. No one's fucking coming. No fucking service? Really? I don't know. I just know I don't want to be here with you.
Where are you going?
Away from you.
Yeah? Good riddance.
Give me a reason. Oh, if you just say the word, then I'm gone. You're here for a season. Oh, as soon as shit gets real, then you go. It's like we're on different frequencies. And maybe I'm just not enough. Going through phases, I'm going through changes. Or maybe you're just doing too much.
I be ignoring them calls, but when I need something, I'll be blowing you up. You know when I'm desperate, at the top of your DMs, I can't make this shit up. You leave me on red, I get it, I'm trying to be better. Oh yeah.
Ooh, ooh, I just need something different. I just need something solid. Ooh, ooh,
Are we ready to order?
I'm still waiting for my date to be here,
baby,
so
I'm so
can I have a couple more
exhausted.
minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't wanna make more excuses. I know what I did in the past, and I know I got something to prove. I know if I mess up once more, I'm gonna lose you. But give me a chance, cause I refuse to call you anything but mine. I'll get it right this time.
Gave you one too many times to get it right. You was out here with these hoes switching sides. If you're gonna switch up, save me some time. Baby, don't leave me dry. I'm not trying to change the vibe, but I need you to recognize, remind me of the things you said when we were young and this was love. When we gave up, you took my hand. Ooh, ooh, I just need something different. I just need something solid. Ooh, ooh, I can tell you acting distant. Baby, I'm so exhausted. I just need something different. I just need something solid. Ooh, I can tell you acting distant. Baby, I'm so exhausted.
Right.
Yes.
That was nice and
Absolutely.
smooth. I love it.
Uh-huh.
Love
Yeah.
it.
She making baby
I-
making music and things.
That
I
is
just always
making
laugh at
music
this
girls.
video because I was just doing the most. It was the most fun video to make. Cause, fun fact, the the artist featured is my husband, and so we got to just be
Oh,
mean to each other for fun for this video. It was just so much fun.
I bet it was. And can I just tell you, when I watched the video, because I watched it prior to now, during my stalking phase, and my question to both of you young ladies was, where do you find your leading man? Because when I saw him, I'm like, he chocolate and smooth, and y'all pressing his forehead back like, nigga, where you been? What's going on? I was like, I don't need to ask that question, and that's hubby. That's good stuff.
That's good to know.
Absolutely.
Good to know. So he be in the
I saw
studio
your
with
wedding.
Yes. So we always write together. My brother, he likes to tease us. He's like, he calls us, was it Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis all the time? Because we just like I freestyle the melodies, and like we just write together. Like sometimes,
that's a power team.
like he helps me organize like what I'm trying to say and stuff like that. Like I was just reflecting with him, and I was like, dang, like you have been like such a huge part of like my music career, like me writing and things like that I don't even know. Like I'm not sure what I would sound like if I didn't have you as a muse, or even just like be able to collaborate and create with you. So
that's a great bond.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's a great
know,
bond.
I
That's
like
something
those.
to build on.
yeah.
Right.
That is something
I
to build
like
on.
that
Absolutely.
story.
You know, I always, and you can ask my girl, I always, anytime I'm around somebody that I feel like I can be influential or say something, I can't miss the opportunity. So I just want to, if you leave here with nothing else today, stay on path.
Right.
Because generally what happens is distractions happen, and then you look back and you're like, oh, I should, coulda, woulda. We live with no regrets, right? So charter your path early, because you guys have so much opportunity in front of you where money can be made, and where wise decisions can be made, and where you can own your own music and own your own rights. You don't have to go fight for those things that our elders had to fight for. We had the Whispers on the show, and I think that leads into one of Jezzi's questions. Unless we ready for the video, we can shoot that at any time, because we're going to have something here with
Is the
Disney
video?
Lives video.
Yeah, I want to see.
Just interrupt us. But so we had some elders that talked about how they have to go back and backtrack to make the money that they deserve to make for the work they're putting in. And you ladies are putting in work.
Yeah, you are.
You're putting in work, right?
Yes, you are.
So, yeah, that was her question.
Yeah, because my question was, because we have had some older artists on the show, and they are
The Whispers.
The Whispers.
I don't know if you know who they are, but you better know who they are, because they rock Las Vegas once a year, giving away tickets.
And they're adamant that you have to be just as familiar with the business aspect of music. Have you ladies like dabbled? Are you involved in the background and the business aspect of your music? Do you like own the rights to your music, the masters, or whatever the music that you make? Because if you're writing your own music, and I know Dizzy, you write your own, right? And Lisa, you write your own. So are you guys involved in the business part of it?
Yes,
we're going to pause for a second. Let's hold that thought. Only because the video rules.
Okay.
We're going to roll into this video.
When you talking, look, when you talking better. When you talking better, come at me soft. Fuck what you heard from a bitch, yeah, that's law. I've been dolo, but you niggas stalking. I've been chilling, trying to be humble, but niggas talking all that chatter, ain't no popping, nigga. What's the word? After all your fucking losses, tell me what you niggas learn working. And less chilling, grinding, get what I deserve. And soon fucking enough, my neck resemble a reserve, bitch. Look, top dollar. Popping so hard, fish your shirt, then I'm the collar. I'm giving niggas hair, I can't compare this on my mama. If you don't fucking like me, I don't care, not your problem. Give a fuck if you was ballin'. I don't play by my respect. And if you owe me money, better hope I don't collect. I'm calling out you bitches, give a fuck if you a vet. Big shining full effect, I'm stepping on your fucking necks and I ain't taking none less. Spend a lot of time preparing in the kitchen in the stew. Cooking up, ain't referring to the soup. Bitches barking about they bars but can't stoop. Why you think they call me Dizzy? Cause I threw them for a loop. Yeah, I'm a different type of bitch. Ain't no one out there like me, hit a different type of switch. Look, riding the wave, I'm driving boats on top of shit. My shit may fall, but I won't miss. I'm checking goals on top my list. If I can't score, then I assist, nigga. What's the word? Doing all that talking with a thought that it was church. You Doing all that capping, ain't no action for the words. 60 fucking murders, why I body every verse, bitch. When you talking, look when you talking better. But look, you coming back for round two. Body after body, you niggas must like to lose. And when they talking softly and shit else that they could do. Busy be the name and they like the taste of it too. With happiness I'm in pursuit, nigga. What's the word? If it ain't about the bread, you better get to bacon verses. I ain't for the talking and that's just cause money first. Out here flowing like a river so much I can quench your thirst. Another defeat. I make it hard for you bitches to even compete. And even if I get chances, you niggas will sleep. Man, y'all can keep all the rah-rah, I'm only for the peace. But when you talking, better speak. When you talking, look when you talking better.
Fire.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Yes,
So after
you.
seeing both of those videos, we're going to go
Man.
right on into that question because it is important that you have the business aspect because you're on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dizzy, you started.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely the business side is really important, and I am having, you know, my rights, my copyrights, having things on the, you know, song trust, things like that. But once you really get into the music scene, you realize like there's people out here who blow up, and I wouldn't say they, you know, they're not that good, but they have the business side. They know how to market. Like the talent is really like 10%, and business is like 90.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to see both of you ladies with a blend of both. I'm all about balance. I am. That's
Right.
it's the Libra in me.
It's the
Like you
Libra.
need to be able to, yeah, it's that scale. And I'll be on that Libra scale all the time because that's what helps me reach for perfection. And I do. I just want to say, and I want you to answer that question as well, because independently of, you know, your pathway as you're having fun, that is that other side that is so very important, and part of that is contracts. The majority of that is being able to understand that lingo, that language. What does that mean? What does that mean in terms of dollars in the bank for me?
Yeah.
Right? You can't be passive on the money because the money is a measurement in some cases, in many cases, in terms of your worth. Right? It is a value. And so place a high value on talent and then go check the bank. Right? Your turn.
Right.
No, I definitely agree. Like knowing the business aspect of this is so important. I feel like we've seen so many times like major artists in the industry, like, you know, TLC, Tony Braxton. Like I feel like the list is endless. Really, like so many people got locked into like these bogus like contracts. Like even me, like when I started working on my first album, like 18, when I started taking this serious, I got locked into something that was like wanting profit from my next 5 projects, like, and I didn't realize that. And then like the person was telling like me and my uncle and my grandma, you know, these are my guardians, you know, so they're the ones looking after me. They don't know anything about the music business, you know what I mean? So this person's telling us like, well, my people wrote this up, you know. They would never do anything that would make me look bad or take advantage of anyone that I'm working with. So I also have an uncle that's an attorney, and we sent him this immediately, and he's like, yeah, no, like this ain't it. Like you need to get out of this ASAP. And then also my manager, well, shout out to Miss Heavenly. She was also one to point that out, and we did get me out of that situation. But it's just so important to like, you can't just trust people. You have to have like your own lawyer, your own like attorney, like people read over this, like so that you make sure you know what you're getting into before you even sign that paper. But also just like anytime you collab with anybody, like I just make sure I register those songs on BMI. Like I make sure like I get my splits, like I give people their splits. I make sure I get their information, you know what I mean? Because I want to do right by people, because I want people to do right by me. But
That's right.
it's definitely important to be on your business, because you're going to miss out on your coin if you not.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of money goes into it, man. A lot
And a lot
of
goes
money.
Yes,
into
it
it
does.
financially
It is
to not
cheap.
reap the benefits.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. You plant way too many seeds seeds. I want to see something show up, right? I need growth, and growth is dividends. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Exactly.
I ain't playing no games because I'm still out here scratching. I'm telling you, I am.
We got regular jobs.
So, but so now, we've been blessed on Thursdays to have really good shows, and we just happen to have one on 420. And so I have my good friend, I got 5 on it, right? We had him on the show.
Right.
He was with Michael Marshall. He was with a group called Timex Social Club. Blew up in the Bay Area. Took off. Mad respect, mad love. And he had some issues with who he was signing with, how he was going to sign. There was a lot of artists that were fighting at the time, like the Prince and Michael Jackson. Everybody was fighting over their contracts, trying to get out of contracts. He decided not to sign one. Long story short, he's just now reaping the benefits of his money and you know that's an anthem.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Right?
5 on it is
Just
like
The whole
now.
the whole lyrical part of I Got
Yeah.
5 on
Yeah.
it makes the song. We don't even know what they're saying in between every now and again, but yeah. So you know, it's I only bring it up because time and time again, like you said, people are saying how they just didn't get their due. So when your footing's right, especially when you have a strong foundation, then you are you're on the pathway. When you have people who love and care about you, who actually are willing to sacrifice for you and make sure that you are okay, right? That matters. That support system really, really matters. So, Dizzy, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
In my research, I'm gonna call it research now.
It's
You know, you can't say too many bold, but you can't say too many. Them is
Y'all
buzzwords
algorithm
and shit.
change
You know what I'm
everything.
saying?
Your algorithm gonna turn into something else.
Yeah. So in my research, I saw you made a transition in your life. Was it one that you rekindled, or was it a newfound with your spiritual base?
I would definitely say rekindled. Growing up, you know, I grew up going to church and, you know, praying, reading the Bible, everything of that nature. But I did that when I was younger. I enjoyed it, but once I didn't have to go anymore, I wasn't forced to go anymore. I just didn't. You know, and then, so yeah, I would say it's definitely a rekindled relationship. I definitely am, you know, walking with Christ now and growing my relationship spiritually with him. And yeah, just walking in the light. He's definitely showed me a lot of things and changing my life around for the better.
So to both of you, with a spiritual background, because I'm going to tell you my personal experience, I had a hard time leaving it to discover who I am and be okay with that without feeling judged. Because I went from Baptist to Pentecostal to the long skirts to the no makeup to all of that as my personal sacrifice to God while I was seeking him. But it was also chains because I didn't want people to know that I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to be on stage, I want to talk shit, I want to speak my mind. So I was well into my 30s, almost 40s, before I had full self-discovery that I don't give a shit about what they feel and what they say. And I do to the extent of respect, and I do to the extent of my own morality, how I feel about my relationship with God. But I don't in terms of hindrance in my coins and my talent and my calling, right? How do you separate that so that you remain respectful and in line with how you feel, but at the same time express yourself? And it's not just about cussing or nothing like that. I'm talking about how you might want to dress and where you might go to perform and who you might perform in front of, that kind of stuff. How do you make that balance?
I would definitely say, pointing to what you were saying about how, you know, you felt judged, a lot of people I feel like that are, you know, in a certain religion or what they attach themselves to, people tend to judge others, and that's like the main thing that turns people away from God or spirituality and things like that, because they tend to judge others for what they do. But I feel like, me personally, I kind of found my purpose in me growing with God because I did it on myself. Who knows, if I was forced to go to the church growing up and I don't know, it could have drew me away.
Right.
And that happens to a lot of people because they're forced to do it and they're not able to discover it on their own. So, you know, of age now. I'm grown and things like that. So me coming to God was something that I chose on myself, and I was able to find myself and my calling and my purpose. So I feel like it's just different for everyone.
It definitely is, and it's important to discover it early so that you don't feel like you are, either doing too much or not enough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Same thing for you, Lisi, because I know your background is just the same.
Yeah.
You got, grandmas and uncles, family, and people are looking and...
Yeah, I grew up in a Catholic household, and so I went to a Catholic school and everything. So I always went to mass and things like that, but I always felt like I didn't understand necessarily like the scripture and the way that they like preached it and things like that. Like I always needed a breakdown of like the meaning of things, and I felt like it wasn't until now or when I got older that I realized that really it's about forming your own relationship with God. Like you can't listen to what people are like my dad, he was like, you have a nose piercing, that's a sin. And I just feel like as long as you're not causing harm to anyone and yourself, you know what I'm saying, you're doing good by yourself and by others. That's all that it is. Like you have to have your own relationship with God. Like it's not, I personally don't think God is sitting up there like, not you in this form-fitting dress. What did we talk about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I have to remind myself whenever I try to limit myself on things. Because, like, as long as my intention is good, then, like, I feel like that's all it is. Just moving in faith and just, like, living in your truth, really. So
Yes.
that's how I handle it. Just so... Something I like to do is whenever I question if something is too much, my husband's like, too much for who? Like, and I'm like, you're right. You're so right. And like, if it's because I'm worried about what the next person is going to say, then I have to do it because
now I need to press the boundary.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
And half of the time, like I seen this thing, people will say like, I'm not worried about what other people think, because half the time people don't even like themselves. They're not even comfortable with themselves. So when you're doing something, make sure that you're doing it for you.
Right.
And like she said, if you're not causing harm to nobody else.
Say, I don't care who knows or who cares, it makes sense, because it's not that you're being disrespectful, it's that I am being me. Right. And I will break through and come forward, and then if you don't like what you see, it is what it is. So that's what I feel people really mean. It's not that they don't care. I don't care what you think. I do. Yeah. You know what I mean? In terms of how I represent myself. Right. But I don't in terms of when I do show up, you better take it. Right. Take it or leave it.
Being authentically yourself. That's the best
Absolutely.
thing you could do to be open to hear and to receive all that. If operating who you really are. I love to hear that, ladies.
I do
love
too.
to hear it.
I do too. Especially young ladies, right?
I know.
When your birthdays? If you don't mind.
Mine's August 2nd.
I don't need a year. Okay, so we got a Leo in the house. That makes sense how she comes hard. That's why.
Right? Yeah.
My birthday is November 29th, so I'm a Sagittarius,
Okay.
fire sign.
I understand why you would like to be, by yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On fire, right? Yeah.
Have you collabed, or do you plan to collab? And then we want to talk. I want you to shout out your social medias in between that as well.
Right.
We plan to collab together?
Yes.
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 I was going to say we haven't yet, but we've been planning to. We need to.
Very good.
We definitely
really
need to.
Okay.
Very
Definitely
good.
need to. Yeah, go ahead, because I know.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, do your social. I'm telling you, jump in with your social medias too. I want to make sure that they follow you, because once I'm telling you, the algorithms change as soon as you click on y'all shit, because it does. I'm like, why am I waking up to Dizzy Live? Like, I'm opening up my Instagram like this is crazy. Like, what's going on?
Hey, that's what's up.
I love it. So.
Yeah, put it out there, ladies.
I'm on all social media and music platforms at Dizzy Live. Music platforms, there's a space, Dizzy Live, and then Instagram is just Dizzy Live together.
For me, on all social platforms, it's going to be Leecee Music. That's Leecee Music. YouTube, it's The Real Leecee. And then on music platforms, it's just Leecee, just Leecee. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right now.
Nice.
Right now. Not right now, but right now, right now.
Not yesterday,
Right
not
now.
tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right now.
Right
This
now.
second.
That's the
Right.
word.
Yes.
So, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Performances. I want to know about some performances coming up. Where
That's
y'all
right.
gonna be at? What we doing?
Ooh. It's so crazy that you say that, right? Because tomorrow, I don't know if you have anything to do, but I have a show at the Westbrook Cabaret. It's right here off of Twain, but it's my residency, so it's the Blue Aura Experience. And I'm going to be
Okay.
doing some songs from my
Yay.
new album that I'm dropping at the end of this summer. So, yeah,
Yes, y'all go
Nice.
it's
out.
going to be a
Pop
vibe.
out.
The
Oh,
Blue
yeah.
Yeah, step
Aura
into my magical
experience.
world. Yeah, you can attend in person or you can watch online. So,
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
there. One or the other. And how do they get tickets?
oh, you can get tickets on Eventbrite. It should be on my page. Oh, if you go on my Instagram, the link is in my bio. It should be on my Facebook as well. If you see me shared the post at all, the link is definitely there. So,
Right.
Okay. Nice.
And not
Very
now.
nice.
Right
yeah.
now. Right. It will, you know what I'm saying? It'll sell out because it's the Blue Aura experience. Who don't want the Blue Aura experience? And when you go
Right.
look at it, you're going to see the Blue Aura, y'all. You know,
Exactly.
like that shit is
Really?
nice. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, where you at, Dizzy? What you got going on?
I have a show in Arizona next month, June
Okay.
24th. Yeah, June 24th. Both of us, actually. Yeah, I may have something coming up in between. I don't know. People hit me for shows all the time.
As
So,
you should,
as
right.
of right now, that's my next show.
Yeah. Okay.
Next week.
Sound like something going on next week, too, is what I'm
You got
hearing.
something next week?
Oh.
Well, you know, once
She
the people are
like-
following you,
Right,
Yeah.
it's happening. It's
she's
like,
like,
oh.
hold on, I'm getting a call. They trying to get to me right now as we speak. They are available, y'all. I mean,
Yes.
performances, professional. Listen, baby girl,
Yeah.
Lacey, the national anthem at UNLV. I told you, I told you I researched you.
I love it.
She sang that national
God.
anthem.
She killed the
okay?
national anthem.
Thank
UNLV.
you guys. Thank you
The
so much.
Rebels. Yes, she did. Yes, she
Y'all
did. So
out
her,
here,
her
Jizzy.
videos, they out here.
Yeah.
Right? Out here.
Fire.
How was that?
That for me, it was so exciting because I was literally about to go to bed, had my bonnet on, everything. I got a text message and they were like, we need someone to sing the national anthem tomorrow and they want you to send a video of you singing it. And I'm like, okay, so now I gotta get out of bed. I put my head wrap on, like, ladies, I know, you know, when you
Yes.
your hair not done, just throw the head wrap on, do the edges, whoop, boom, you ready. So I did that, sang that, sent that, and they were like, they love it. And I'm like, okay. And so they text me, they're like, sound check is at this time. I get there, I go through like the back way. It just felt grand for me. Like it was just like a tiny manifestation of what I want to experience in my music career. So they walk me in, they take me to the green room. I get to go out there. They're like, okay, this is sound check. You can go through this as many times as you like. And then I just got emotional because it was just like crazy to hear my vocals in an arena, I guess.
I
And
know
so
that's
I was just
right.
like, it was just emotional for me, but I loved it. So yeah, it was great.
It looked like you did too. And she belted. Like this wasn't
Man.
oh say can you do that. No, I was like, okay, vocals.
Was that your first time singing the national anthem? I'm sure.
It wasn't like my first time, but on that scale, like I feel like that was my first like big performance of that, and everybody was just so nice and just sweet, and I was just like, this is I can't
this is
wait.
what it is.
Yeah, this is what I want.
Yes. That
Come on.
feeling is so great.
That's nice.
Sold out
That-
stadiums.
Yeah,
Man.
that was really, really nice. And then one more question. You're doing covers. And I know sometimes that can be a little controversial for people.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
talking about, different, celebrities doing covers and how that feels. But you did 10,000.
Oh, 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so my mom loves this song. First of all, my mom loves Ella Mai, so we just played any song by her, we played it out. But yeah, I did that. That was one of my favorite songs by her. But covers are tricky. With covers, I had to learn how to make them more
You
me
own it.
instead of trying to sound like whoever is singing that song, because
Sure.
it, like, the way they sing it doesn't always sound right on me. But if I find or take my time with that and do what sounds best on my voice, then I feel like that's what really makes the cover.
Absolutely.
And as long as you make it your own, I feel like people can respect that. If it seems like you're trying to be like the person that did it, then that's where people are like, I don't know, like,
right.
yeah.
Right. That was not right, because you I can tell you own it, but yet you still have the same melody, so it still keeps the song alive. I enjoyed that. I really did.
Very nice.
So, she says, so we got a few people that I want to acknowledge real quick. My sister Willette has joined. Yvonne Overton. Opie is in the house. My daughter Tay is in the house. And she says she re-quoted you and said, too much for who? I like that.
Right? Oh, yeah, I'm putting that in my arsenal, too.
And listen,
No, really, that's about to
funny.
be an Instagram caption.
Right? Too much for who? And it's funny, she says, ugh, my girl Ella is here tonight.
Really?
She's here tonight. Imagine that. See, that's that kind of energy. So, do you have any other questions, Jezzi? Because if anybody wants to call in, let me let you, if you want to talk to the ladies, 702-551-5261, get in while you fit in, because these ladies are blazing trails. They might not be available any other time. Right. So call in, ask any questions, participate with us for a second. That would be grand. But take it away, Jazz.
Well, one of my questions is do you guys have a favorite artist that's out right now that you wish you could, cross paths with?
I have too many, honestly. I guess the one that I was just watching today is Chloe Bailey. I love her so much.
Isn't she a doll?
Whenever I watch her interviews and she's talking, I'm like, dang, I see so much of me in
She's
you. Like,
elegant.
I feel like we would just click.
I can see that.
I love
I
how
can see that
fierce she
too.
is on the stage. Like, I feel like we have, like, similar insecurities when it comes to this, like, if we're doing too much or being too extra, like showing too much skin, being too sexy. It's just, I don't know. I just love her.
I do
But she's
too.
like finding her way in herself
she
and
is.
learning how not to give a damn. And yeah, I resonate with it. That's all.
How about you?
Me, there's this artist. His name is Caleb Gordon. He's upcoming. He's pretty known. Like, he has a platform. He's actually a gospel rapper. But, like, he's dope. I've been listening to him, and he's really hard. Like, he's very versatile and not just sticking to one, like, kind of genre.
Right.
So,
Okay.
I like him.
Sound like me.
I discovered him.
I don't stick to no genre at all. I am always off the cuff. That's why it's they
Gene of all
Gene of all
trades.
trades. That's my shit. Because I feel like you should diversify yourself. So even when you're doing music,
Nice.
find a way to continue to educate yourself, because it keeps your mind open. We did a show a couple weeks ago where we talked about how neurons fire when you learn new stuff. And neurons, they come from your brain, right? So they fire to the rest of your body. And what they do is, when you're doing something new, it's recognition. So it's what AI is trying to duplicate. So all this AI that's coming out, they're trying to duplicate the way our minds work.
Yeah.
Right.
So how
Scary.
can you put
That
in
AI
a
stuff
computer
is crazy.
That's scary.
what I already own?
Right.
So keep that in mind. What we have is still irreplaceable. I don't care how AI moves. Especially
Don't
because
care.
y'all gonna inherit this shit. Like, y'all are the ones that's gonna be
really.
doing
Nothing to do.
Hey, I was like,
You
I really don't.
But I got a real good question for both of you, because we do a substance of food on the show. We always talk about restaurants that we eat at. We talk about restaurants that make it to dirty dining because they not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
We got a couple.
watching
Listen, you do, because we open up the show with that. There's a couple places got shut down. Even a Burger King just got shut down like a couple days ago. I want the community to know about places that are not passing the grade that we're going to spend our money at. Right.
That's
so
right.
I don't give nobody mercy. Where do you
Sure
guys
don't.
dine, or what do you like? What's your favorite restaurant? And when you're at your favorite restaurant, what are some of the services that you expect? Because mines are high. The bar is high. Here in Vegas particularly. If it's somewhere out of state, that's even good too. But here in Vegas, because that's what we talk about.
I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm hooked on this sushi spot.
I saw that. Y'all got to check out her TikTok.
It's called B1. I don't know. I hope it's not on Dirty Dining.
I'm gonna let you know.
Right. She'll
Well,
let you know.
let me know. But yeah, it's a sushi spot. They got like Korean barbecue too. It's fire.
I'm a Korean
But
barbecue person.
what I look for services like definitely if the waitress is like paying attention to what we got going on. Like if the table's full, like, oh, let me take this for you. Like I hate when you're sitting at a restaurant, they letting everything fill up. They bringing you new drinks without taking your old cup. Like it's just stuff like that that I pay attention to.
Yeah, that'll make or break the service for you.
Exactly.
Me too.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank because I love to eat. Like that's my favorite thing is to
we
go
might
out
have
to
to
eat.
go out and eat.
I love to go out to
Definitely.
eat, but it's crazy she said sushi because I was thinking about sushi too because that's the last place I did go out to eat.
Same.
But like so I think it's called Kaizen or Kaizen, I don't know, but it's off of Paradise and just the ambiance in there. They got the lights in there. It's all nice and pretty, like aesthetically pleasing. And then I thought the service was nice. I like when. Well, I like all you can eat sushi because they be trying to get your whole order right there. Like they be like, okay, what else? I'm like, hold on, I didn't get that far. Like,
Right.
But thank you.
but yeah, but some of the things I look out for when I go out to eat is I like when you don't have to ask for a refill on your stuff or like ask for them to remove some stuff from your table because it's like you should be doing that anyway. I like to just feel like you checking in on me, but don't do it too much. Like if you just did it 5 minutes, don't come back in 5 minutes.
Exactly. Rushing me now.
Yeah, like I'm still good, thank you. But no. I just love when people are just really friendly and just like making sure they're coming back to your table and refilling without you having to ask and stuff like that. Just don't leave me sitting there like, where's my waiter?
Right.
Definitely the friendliness though, because some people are just like, I can understand people have a bad day, but you're in customer service, like you have to put on
Paint
a smile. Like I'm in
face.
customer service too. Like I talk to people all day on the phone. I can't just be like, hello. You know, you have to like. You know,
we want to though. Shoot, we want to.
Man.
Right. So you just that friendliness is definitely like a
Yeah. Well, we might have to send you an invite, and you have to dine with us when Jesse get back to town because we're at the point now where we're going to get. First of all, we're going to introduce ourselves when we walk in the door because I'm not going to let you give me self-service. So I'm going to need you to step your game up when I walk in. So we introduce ourselves now. They accommodate. We get free stuff. We get, that kind of stuff. So we're going to send you an invite. We're going to go out and eat.
Okay.
Yes,
So we have come to the
that's
end of
what
the
we
show.
do.
I need y'all to throw out your handles real quick, and I need everybody to join us right here next week at Hot 702.5 FM. Get it together with Jnine and Jezzi. What's your handles?
at Dizzy Live on all music platforms, social media, and music at Dizzy Live. DIZZYLIVV.
You can follow me on all social platforms at Leecee Music. That's LEECEE Music, and on all music platforms at Leecee.
All right, and shout out to Young Pharaoh. Shout
Yes.
out
Yeah.
Shout out
for
Young Pharaoh.
booking
Young
this and
Pharaoh's
making this
like
happen.
P in the building.
It was up.
It was.
All right, Jezzi, bless us out.
Yes, yes. Well, it was a pleasure having you ladies on the show. You're so beautiful. Your spirit, I can feel it. I'm in Cali right now, and I can feel the energy all the way out here. So thank you, ladies. I'm sending you peace, love, light, prosperity, and protection.
And with that,
And
Thank
we
you.
out.
we
Thank
out of
you.
here.